Nick Wright on Baker Mayfield's contract status. This is from FS1, The Herd.
Baker bet on himself and it blew up in his face. Because I would postulate this, Colin. If Baker would have taken the last contract offer the Browns made this offseason, I think he would have had the surgery he clearly and desperately needed, and we're not having any of this conversation. I think if he would have already had the contract when he gets hurt early in the year, the team makes him shut it down. He allows them to make him shut it down because they're invested in him long term. He's got his money locked up. Then maybe he's back by week 9 healthy. Maybe the Browns then have another win or two and they're alive for the postseason this week. But he bet on himself, and now it absolutely is in play. Forget what's the next contract going to look like. It's in play that the next contract he's fighting for a job a la Ryan Tannehill, in Tennessee. Now, Tannehill ended up getting the job and getting the contract, but it also could go the Mitch Trubisky route. I don't think that's the way it'll go, but I think Baker, if he's being honest, regrets not taking whatever deal they offered him a few months ago.
Okay, now.
And Scott, I don't know that they ever got to talking numbers and offers, but the idea that this season and the injury may have cost him a huge contract. I don't know if it cost him. It probably delays it some, at the very least.
Well, yeah, I think your first point is dead on, Dave. I don't think they ever got to that point. Now, maybe if Baker agents had said, hey, our number's real low, then the Browns would have jumped on it, but it never got to that point. So I think that's wrong. I do think that him playing all year affected his contract situation. Certainly, the Browns are not going to extend him this year, where if he'd had, or this offseason, where if he had a good year, certainly that was in play and would have been expected. So that part's right. It's interesting, though, because, Aaron Rodgers, and I know they're apples and oranges, but he's playing with a broken toe, right? Other guys play in this league while hurt. And Alex Von Pelt said it today. Young guys have to learn how to play injured and then still succeed. Right. So I think it's a tough situation with Baker, given how everything played out. But if he had just been a little better, forget the shoulder, they still could have won a couple of those close games. Right. And they still would be in the playoff chase. And then you look at Baker completely differently and say, hey, he overcame all this and led the team back to the playoffs. But yet his performance just wasn't good enough to do that.